Uh, I decided to really take the ride on because I oftentimes hear a lot about anecdotes of experiences there about the timing that it takes, the conditions of bus stops, the conditions of the buses, the bus drivers themselves. And so it's best to see these things firsthand. And so I always feel as though the best way to be out there in the community is to go out there instead of just asking people to see it for yourself. And so I decided on the morning where I was dropping my car off at the shop for work to just then go ahead and take the rest of the day to, take the bus all around my community and see what's going on. So I started off at 355 in Germantown, right in front of the Midas shop there, and headed back towards the Germantown Transit Center. And that was one of the quickest routes and one of the most efficient routes. The bus at that point was roughly about a third to a quarter full. It was still a little bit earlier in the morning, roughly about 9 o'clock. But then as the day progressed, I saw that these buses became more filled. What was telling to me throughout my experience of riding that consisted of driving all the way through other parts of Germantown, to Gaithersburg, to Shady Grove, back to Germantown, was that the shocking disparities in terms of the number of minorities versus non-minorities that rode the bus. It was telling because in a lot of the public hearing testimony that we have about people supporting mass transit, and I hear about the people who are saying that they're riding mass transit, wasn't who I saw. A large amount of minorities with a few elderly folks that were mixed in as well as we neared some of those established communities that were there for some of our elderly residents. And so it again begged the question about some of the transportation issues regarding seniors. But one of the things that certainly was a concern was the conditions in some of the bus transit stops with trash and other items, things like that, that we can make immediate fixes on. But again, highlighted my exposure to understanding some of the challenges that were there. But I think a lot of the steps that we've taken to really improve ride-on transit service throughout the county were indicative of my experience.